Hey everyone, it's Augustus and the newest Hydro character, Furina, is finally here. And in today's video, we'll go over her essential steam comms, builds, and much more. If you guys enjoy videos like these, make sure to subscribe, and now let's actually get into the video. Quick note, um, depending if I pull and get her, basically it just decides if there will be a DPS showcase for her. So let's go and watch that. Alright, we're 81 pulls in, so we're gonna do singles, and then if we have to, we'll do tens. Let's start off with the first one. No way! Actually,
You got it, Pi?
I want it. I want it. I want it. Oh my god. Now we try weapon? We try weapon, right?
How much you have left? You spent 50, right?
I spent about $50.
It was Singapore? So how much you have left of
Yeah, I
that?
did one single pull. And I got it.
How much you have left? How much you have left of that?
6,404.
You can do like what? Maybe like 5, 10 pulls?
Yeah, we'll start off with one.
I mean, do you have guaranteed on 50-50 on or better? Or no?
I don't book. So we done 41 technically? This is our 50.
Oh, shit. I actually hope
shit.
it's a good 4-star weapon. That's doggers. Like
Sack?
fisher fragrance. Willing to sack?
No.
It's not bad. Do you even have it?
I think it's
We
only
we have one more 10 pull.
this is like 60 or something.
So we had 40 left over. Another sack. You have 2 sacks. Let's go. So next one, you have 60, right? I know.
Yeah, so there is a
So
chance
next
I
one
get
be
it.
70, and we want to go to singles because there's a chance of you getting it. There's a chance of you getting it, like right here.
Okay.
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 You better win. You better win that.
I better
I don't
win
know if
it.
it's 50-50 or it's
The
25.
bell.
Oh, win it.
Okay.
If you don't win it, I'll be upset.
I'll be upset for you.
You got it.
Okay. Okay.
You got it.
Oh,
Yes!
let's go. We won it. Oh, double 5-star. Oh my god. My first. Holy shit.
Bro.
And then Yaya, the goated unit. Holy shit. No way. My first double 5-star?
I can't believe it.
Off stream? It was you guys.
This was like
Fuck you
me.
guys.
This was like it happened to me, but it was on stream, and I got double 5-star. But it was like different. It wasn't a hit banner. But you got both of the banner on it, both banner things.
Okay. Now back to the video. The key component of her kit is her elemental skill, Salon Solitaire, which will do 2 different things depending on the state she is either in. Numa or Yosa, which she can do by using her charge attack. In Yosa form, she creates 3 summons that deal damage and is the DPS portion of her kit, while her Numa form heals allies. Her charge attack is spammable and allows you to easily change your skill to heal or deal damage when respectively needed. Her ultimate, Let the People Rejoice, creates a team-wide buff which grants increased damage and increased healing bonus to all allies, including herself, depending on the number of fanfare stacks that Furina has. Her stacks start from 0 at the beginning of her burst and increase by 1% for each 1% HP change, which is either your increasing or decreasing of HP by each party member. And it caps at 300 stacks for those of you wondering. I forgot to mention that she steals your team's HP to increase skill damage, and her Numa form, Singer of the Waters, heals your team. But it isn't necessarily really strong healing, so you do want to bring another healer and teams with her. Her talent, Endless Waltz, heals other allies as the active character is being overhealed. At Ascension 4, she gets a damage bonus for her skill summons. For level priority, her burst and skill take priority, so they can be leveled equally, and her normal attacks are last to be leveled, since you are rarely going to be normal attacking as Furina. I'm going to try my best to sum up each constellation since I ain't reading all of them word for word. C1 raises starting fanfare from 0 to 150 and max of 400 instead of 300, and increases overall buff effectiveness as well. C2 fanfare stacking from for 1 for 1% HP change is now 3.5 stacks for 1% HP change, and excess stacks will increase Furina's max HP. For 400 extra stacks, it will be equal to 140% HP buff. At C3, it just levels the burst by 3. At C4, when the skill is healing or damaging gain for energy over 5 seconds. So 16 to 20 free energy of 20 to 25, and it's just an effective burst cost as well. At C5, you gain 3 levels to her elemental skill. At C6, her normal attacks get Hydro Infusion for 6 attacks with 18% max HP scaling. And Yosa heals party members for 4% of her max HP every second. And Numa gain extra 25% max HP scaling for a total of 43% and consumes 1% of all allies' HP. Weapons. Let's start off with the 4 stars. Her best 4-star weapon is Festering Desire, which some people might be asking, how do I get the weapon? It was obtainable in an event 3 years ago, but you can't get anymore, so rip Bozo. It boosts elemental skill damage by 32%, elemental skill crit rate by 12% when fully maxed. Let's now take a look at her signature, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, which has a 88.2% crit damage as a second set, and whenever HP increases or decreases, elemental skill damage is increased by 8% for 6 seconds, with a max of 3 stacks, and it is a HP change of other party members. The equipped character's HP will be increased by 14% for 2 stacks that last for 6 seconds. There are other 5-star options that are viable, but out of them, Jade Cutter and the Key are the best secondary 5-star options, while others are more of a stat stick, just like Mid Splitter, Haran, and Light of Foliar Incision, which also give crit damage and crit rate, respectively. But you won't be getting that much from the passives of those weapons. So that is why I'm suggesting you go probably Primordial J Cutter and Key if you do not have Splendor of Tranquil or Festering Desire, but you already had 5-star options. For other 4-star options, 5 Sword is pretty good. 5-star is pretty good for the energy recharge that she does need. The pipe fishing weapon is good because it increases elemental skill crit rate by 16% and increases energy recharge, and after fishing for R5, you'll be able to pipe down enemies pretty easily. Wolfang isn't bad as a battle pass weapon, but it lacks energy recharge. Sapwood isn't that bad if you already invested in it, and those are basically the best options for 4 stars. Artifact sets. Her best artifact set is Golden Trope set, due to it increasing elemental skill damage even when she isn't on field with her skill active. If you want to run her merely as a support, then 4-piece Tenacity of the Millilith is probably the best option for her, but you can also run 2-piece sets such as with Tenacity, Heart of Death, Varukasha's Glow is also not a bad option. Nymph Stream is also not a bad option for the Hydro damage boost. And obviously you can do 2-piece Golden Trope, and basically you can mix and match these 2-piece sets if you are mostly doing it for the stats on them. Let's quickly go over artifact stats on her Sands. You want to run HP percent. For Goblet, you want to either run Hydro damage bonus or you can run an HP percent. On certain situations, the HP percent can always be better than the Hydro damage boost, but typically you do want to run the Hydro damage bonus just to do more damage overall. For Circlet, you're going to either want to have crit damage or crit rate, depending on what you need more of. Like, if you're low on crit rate, I do suggest crit rate Circlet. When you level her up, you actually gain crit rate from her Ascensions. So keep that in mind, and most likely you'll have enough crit rate, if not on the other artifacts, to allow her the crit. So typically you do want to go crit damage, but if you're lacking the crit rate, then just go crit rate Circlet. This isn't really like rocket science, it's just a simple explanation. But yeah, basically just go whatever Circlet you need, and it'll be good for you. Stats, you obviously want to favor CV stats and crit value stats, crit rate and crit damage. You also want to have HP percent in general as a subset. And obviously you do want to have energy recharge for those wondering. My stats currently are this. My stats currently for her. Alright, let's finally talk about team comps. Furina has several teams that she can be a part of, but quickly I do want to mention you need to pair her with a healer since she does have healing already, which is good, but you will be using the damage portion of her skill typically to do damage, and it feels kind of silly in the sense of doing the damage and just swapping the healing. midway through the battle. So you would typically want to have another healer join the party to allow her to keep doing continuous damage with her skill and boosting the overall damage with her fanfare stacks from her ultimate. So I do want to quickly mention that she can be a part of several teams such as this team with Raiden, Furina, Jean, and Bennett of Sunfire. You can also run her in mono Hydro teams, but you can obviously swap units around. You can obviously run her in quick bloom teams because you do overall good damage with her, such as Kaching, Nahida, Furina, and then bring Kazuha there as well. Or you could just swap and also swap Kazuha for Kuki for overall healing in general. Or you could possibly just go aggravate teams as well. So basically, obviously you can run teams such as Bloom with Nilu Bloom teams, as well as running Yayo as the support for healing. Another favorite of mine is also running just overall Quick Bloom with Alhae from Nahida, Furina, and Kuki. Just overall, just to get the Hyper Bloom procs, it's just very fun. You can always run Vaporize teams with Buto, Furina, Yalon, and Bennett. You can obviously swap the Vaporize teams around. You could put Jangling in there, and it would still work out fine. I do want to mention like these Vaporize teams are just good on damaging, but typically sometimes these units can conflict, such as Bennett not typically wanting to go with Huta since Huta does want to lower her HP. But Furina also allows for her to do damage due to her draining the team's HP in general. I do want to mention this other team, like a hyper carry team. I was Nubulet, Furina, Zhongli, and Jean overall just to heal the team up. Typically this feels really good just in general to use because she's healing. She's also doing skill damage. She's not required to be on field to do skill damage. And then Nubulet just does insane damage in general, so this is probably like a good and abyss clear in general. And now let's finally get into the DPS showcase, which will be of us clearing the abyss. But I do want to mention that my units aren't all level up fully, and they aren't as strong as like everyone else's units, weapon-wise or artifact stat-wise. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy.
The Temple of Wisdom. Time to shine. Strike this way.
Scatter!
Get with me. Out of my way. Make yourselves a move. Yoo-hoo!
Deflect!
Our bond is strong. This may hurt a little. Let the world collide!
Well now.
Sharing my knowledge. May I present?
The process of elimination.
Grow, grow, grow. Get with me. This may hurt a little.
process of elimination.
Stand with me. Out of my way.
What I miscalculated.
This way, Furina Pulls. Sharing my knowledge. This way. Time to shine.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Don't forget to click that like button and consider subscribing if you want more content like this. I'm sorry for getting this video out very late though. It took me about 80 or more pulls to get Furina in general, like you guys saw, which I got lucky with. So I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys either in the next stream or the next video. Peace.